Morning. Let's get into it, folks. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can turn my light up. And y'all gonna have to excuse me. Oh, that's as bright as it get. I clicked that button, that light was like, nope. Let me see. Hold on. Make this. Oh, I don't like that. That's a little too. That's glaring. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm lit up enough. Okay, first of all, y'all gonna have to excuse. I'm sitting in my bedroom. You see my fan up there. I tried to get that fan out the shot. I can't. So my podcast studio right now, the vent in it, the air vent in it isn't working properly. So there is no AC in my podcast studio. And if I kept all of my equipment and my computer and everything in my podcast studio where I have the beautiful background and the shelves and all of that, it's like 95 degrees in there. So we know that can't happen because brown sugar melt, okay? Chocolate melt, caramel melt, okay? So too sweet for that. So I'm out here in my bedroom. I had to put my setup out here, not just to do my coaching sessions. Sometimes I do my counseling sessions from home, to do my content creation. Yeah, y'all just gonna have to rock with it until it get cooler. But it's like 95 degrees outside all day. My podcast studio vent ain't working right. I don't have AC in there, and that's just what it is. So I say all that to say good morning. Good morning. Okay, so if you're coming in, and I know, I'm famous for doing my 7:30, 8:30, 9 o'clock a.m. I don't normally go live at night, but, I've been even dabbling with that a little bit, but it's 10:24. So in my mind, it's not super early. We haven't gotten to midday yet, even though I've done so much today, y'all. And it's 10:24. And my day is jam-packed, chock full. And it's 10:24. And I've been up probably earlier than some of you all. But I'm hoping some of you can join me live this morning because I posted something yesterday. I posted quite a bit of content yesterday. Quite a bit of content. Quite a bit of video clips. And I mean, I could have lives on every single video clip that I posted, but I'm not gonna. Because technically, I am still kind of on a social media break. I am still like leaning back away from social media because something in my spirit is just, it's something in my spirit that will not let me do this social media, okay? It won't let me. It won't let me. Thank you. Good morning. Yeah, it just won't let me. It just won't let me do this social media every day. But what I will do is I'll be on my computer. I will schedule things to post and I will just, let it do what it do. I got up this morning. I looked at all the comments from all the content that posted, and y'all, I still have content to post from the American Black Film Festival. I'm going to work on that today, editing that video. I'm going to get that up for you, but I have to take a break. I have to take a break because it's a spirit. There's a spirit coming through this social media, y'all. And it get on me and then I can't get it off of me and I'm heavy. And y'all, you need to understand when you are a sensitive person, when you do a sensitive spiritual work, you can't have heavy energy on you. You can't be with everybody. You can't talk to everybody. Everybody can't have access to you because what that will do is rob you of your gift. So no, you can't do that. You got to be like, Okay. So this morning we are talking about a post that I posted yesterday, and it is from a famous quote. Y'all all know it. And especially the ladies, y'all ladies like to use this quote, but we about to debunk this. Debunk this. And I'm going to preface this conversation by saying this is not for everybody. And that's okay. This is not for everybody. Ricky Harris, do I need to have you leave? Maybe I do. There we go. All right. Because, what you're not going to do is come on my platform and tell me how to do things. No, we're not doing that. Don't do that. Like last I checked, if you don't like what I'm talking about, if you think I'm taking too long, if you don't like the content over here, you can leave. It's a free country. You can go about your business. Last I checked. And what's funny is I don't know why people don't take that option. Like, can I say this, y'all? let me say this, because this has been on my spirit, and then I'm going to let it go, because normally I don't have these conversations with people about my content. I don't care. Okay, I really don't. But I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to let it lie. If you see something from me on my page, if you don't follow me, or you see a reel that I've made, or you see some content that I made, and you're not my follower, you don't rock with me like that, you do know you have the option to keep scrolling. You do know you have the option to not comment. You do know that, right? And so when you comment, when you look at the whole thing and you leave a comment, you are now opening yourself up, just like I'm opening myself up by even being here. You're opening yourself up to someone is going to respond. And remember, you can't choose what that response is going to be. Like, you're now opening yourself up to me responding to you. But here's what you're not going to do. You're not going to come over here, and whether you follow me or not, if you don't agree with something that I posted, if you don't like how I do things here, you're not going to sit here and tell me how to do things on my platform. That's what you ain't going to do. Okay? You will be shown the door. That's what's going to happen. You will be shown the door. And I'm like, okay, like I said, last I checked, I don't have to do this. Like, I need you to understand that. I have thousands of other things that I do all the time, every day, all day. My life is not dependent on followers or any of that. I live a real life. Like, I live a real life outside of social media. Okay? So don't do that. Don't do that. You're bringing negativity here. You're bringing a very negative spirit. Y'all know how I feel about coming for people in the comments. You know how I feel about the profanity. You know how I feel about, being completely off topic. We're talking about one thing, and instead of you talking about that thing, you're insulting people. That's your comeback. Your comeback is to insult me. Your comeback is to talk about my eyebrows, my glasses, my hair, fill in the blank. That's ignorant. That's ignorant. And I won't tolerate it. I will not tolerate it over here because, I don't want to. I don't want to. So just like you have a right to post your ignorant comments, I have a right to delete those comments and to block you. See how we're all within our right to do what we want to do? So, okay. We are talking today about a post that I posted yesterday. It is a famous quote that a lot of women use. If he wanted to, he would. Okay? If he wanted to, he would. And you all know I am not accepting any requests to go live. Okay? Yes, it is all love over here. It really is. But I'm not accepting any requests to go live, so please don't send them, okay? But that famous saying, if he wanted to, he would. Here's what I want you to understand about that. For a lot of us, we need to make sense of the fact that people aren't showing up for us. We need to make sense of the fact that someone we like, someone that we want to choose, someone that we want to be with, someone that we want to love, someone that we want to date, someone that, we want, isn't showing up for us in a way that we want them to. So we have to try to make sense of that. And so this idea of, if he wanted to, he would. It is a coping mechanism, if I can be honest. It's a coping mechanism. It's a way that people cope with rejection. It's a way that people cope with other people not showing up for them. And what I don't like about this particular phrase, this particular saying, is that you're not taking into account that other person, what they're going through, what they're dealing with, their traumas, their wounds, their hurts. And here's the thing I'm going to tell you, especially ladies. I am not sitting here telling you to be a man's therapist. I'm not sitting here telling you to let a man mistreat you. I'm not sitting here telling you let a man's trauma and his wounds and all that pour out on you. But what I am trying to do, especially with my platform, is I want to bring back compassion. I want to bring back patience. I want to bring back understanding. These are things that used to be common sense, that used to be a thing, that people did. And it's like, we're just not doing that anymore. But the reality is people are going through things. People are going through things that you have no idea what they're going through. Okay, perfect example. And I shared this with a client yesterday because she actually said that. She said that about her new boyfriend. Oh, if he wanted to, he would. I said, can I debunk that right quick? Can we have a conversation about that so we can debunk that? And once I was done, giving my points, she said, you know what? That makes sense. What you're saying actually makes sense. So this is what I said to her. Have you ever wanted to do something and you didn't? I know I have. Last year, I wanted to take my son to London and I didn't. And there were multiple reasons why I didn't. So this idea of, well, Anita, if you wanted to, you would, right? No, I had multiple reasons, multiple explanations why that couldn't happen. It's the same way if a person, let's say a person wanted to go to London, wanted to go to, Fiji, wanted to go to Australia, and they had a fear of flying. They had a phobia about flying. And that phobia, that fear, like that literally, I've seen people melt down in the airport, melt down on the plane, that panic, that fear-stricken panic of get me out of here, I'm going to die. Like, that doesn't mean they don't want to. That means they're not capable. Like, we never even stop to think, is this person capable? That's the real question, ladies. I want you to ask yourself. And that requires compassion. That requires empathy. That requires maturity to actually say, is this man capable of showing up for me in the way that I need? Because right now, a lot of men are not. There are a lot of wonderful, great men. And you know what? I am blessed to call a lot of those men my friend. I was on the phone with a friend the other day, and I mean, that conversation blessed me. I cannot tell you. I prayed that night. I said, thank you, Lord. Thank you. I got exactly what I needed and when I needed it. You brought that to me. You brought that to me through this male friend of mine. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just so grateful. That's how good our God is. He gives us exactly what we need when we need it. And for the record, I was waiting on that for like 3 or 4 months. I was waiting to have a conversation like that for months, but I got it. I got it. Everything clicked. But we have to have a measure of compassion. It's like love is in short supply today. And that is what's wrong with our world. It's like everyone is acting out of fear. Everyone is acting out of anger. Everyone is acting out of, just fill in the blank with a negative emotion. Love is in short supply. Compassion is in short supply. And so that is our work. And I'm going to be real with you all. That's why I have chosen to step back. That is our work right now. And I can't do that work, subjecting myself to social media. I can't because it's garbage. There's so much garbage. Now, there's a lot of good platforms, and I only follow good platforms. That's what's so crazy. I only follow good platforms. I only follow positive things, funny things. And y'all see some of the stuff I post. I post a lot of interesting, funny stuff, inspirational stuff, Christian stuff. Like, I only follow positive platforms and positive people talking about positive things. And yet, it still gets in me. It still gets in me. So, yeah, I got to step back. I can't do the work that I've been ordained and anointed to do and stay on social media every day. Right now, I have a timer I set on my iPhone where, you only get an hour a day. Yeah, I have to work within that hour or I have to use my computer to schedule posts. But I can't do more than an hour. And for the record, there are some days where I don't even do that hour. I skip Instagram altogether. I don't mess with Facebook like that, but I skip it. Okay, but we got to do that work. We have to do that work. And people are so angry. Like, it shocked me how many negative comments I got on a reel that I created. And again, unprovoked. These men are unprovoked coming to my platform and leaving these nasty, angry, bitter messages. And guess what? I want y'all to go to that post. Every response I had, nothing but love, nothing but rational thought, nothing but, okay, well, that's within your right to do. I'm not giving that back. I'm not matching negative energy. Never will I ever. I will, remove you. I will block you. I will respond to you with love and with kindness. And if that don't work, I will remove you and block you. I do not want any part of it. Any part of it. Okay, so I'm tightening up my ship. I'm probably going to lose a lot of followers, but again, I don't care about them, in terms of, oh, my life is surrounded, oh, my life is dependent on my followers. It's not. I have a whole life outside of here. I really do. I have a whole life outside of here. Same with YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. I don't have as many followers over there. But again, the message goes where it needs to go. It gets to who it needs to get to. And that's the most important thing. It doesn't have to go out to millions of people. I made up my mind about that long ago, that I don't have to have millions and millions of people, millions of eyeballs. That's millions of problems. I really don't. The people that get it, get it. The people that get it, get it. And everybody's not going to get it. Especially right now. Especially in this culture we're in now. It's problematic. The lack of love, the lack of understanding, the lack of critical thinking, the lack of compassion, the lack of empathy. It's at an all-time high. And what's so interesting is these people spit out vitriol, but they want compassion. They want empathy. They want understanding, but they don't want to give it. And that's just not how that works. That's not how that works. All right, I'm going to look at your comments. I'm going to go back. So if you commented a minute ago, I'm going to go back now. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to, again, block someone. There we go. Yeah, this is, let's see if I can. Can I block this person? Yeah, we're just having all kind of problems. What is going on? Okay, but no, we cannot. Let me see. Okay, they may have left. But yeah, please don't come over here with the foolishness. Don't do that. Don't do that. You have to have something else to do in your day. You do. You gotta go somewhere, get a side gig, make some extra money. I don't know, invent something, create something, spend time with your children. Like, you gotta have something else to do other than come on here and spit out all this poison all over everybody. And it's the saddest thing ever. Like, when I see it, I'm like, you must be. And look, I had one gentleman, he said something crazy. I said, you must be in so much pain. That was my response. That was all I could think. I'm like, you must be in so much pain to come on here. And then I got no reply. I got no reply because you must be in so much pain that this is what you do with your precious time. Do you know how precious your time is? You get 24 hours in a day and you're going to spend 5 or 10 seconds of it unprovoked coming over here and talking about me. It's sad. Okay, let's see. That phrase was born out of ignorance. It's definitely a go-to for those who have a lack of emotional intelligence or understanding. My friend always used to say that I think she would say that to hurt my feelings, like I wasn't good enough. Not that. People are mostly concerned about themselves. They sure are. True, and he has to want to. Love languages are different, and as they are going through, you need to learn people and share your feelings. Okay, yes. I love the love languages concept. Okay. Thank you. God, love is sufficient. It never runs out. It sure doesn't. It sure doesn't. And I just thank God every day that I'm here. I'm able to do what he's ordained me to do and anointed me to do. That's it. I'm finding that I'm not as compassionate, but I also feel used and unappreciated. I've realized it's a lack of boundaries on my part. Precisely. And no one wants to. So Choco Blue, that is what we call self-reflection. That's what we call insight. You have just been a wonderful example of what that looks like. We need to be willing to go in. Yes, we can say what's happening outside of us, but we also need to go inside of us. And as I like to tell people who are codependent, so they give and do and give and do and give and do. And they get all used up and then they come to me. Why do these people do me this way? And why do they always take advantage of me? Why am I always the giver? Because you allow it. Because you allow it. Because you keep doing it. You keep giving to the people who take. What? What are you talking about? It's them. They're bad. They're wrong. Go inside. Why won't you go inside? You have the ability to end it all. Stop giving to people who take only. That's the answer. So thank you for that. Good discipline. Oh, I feel you on this one. Yep. Don't give in to negativity. Stay focused on things that God has for you. Yes, I am. Stay blessed. Stay focused. Stay God-centered. Oh, I am. Oh, I am. Okay, you are so right. Facts, if he wanted to, he would. Never made any sense. Want to, does not equal can. Right, thank you. So some of y'all get it. Some of y'all get it. Okay? Some of y'all do get it. But that number is few. But that phrase, that saying, it is a coping mechanism. It can be a cut. It can be a coping mechanism. Like it's anything but compassion, love, real understanding, critical thinking. Like I said, all I want you to do right now is say to yourself, was there ever anything in life that I wanted to do, but I didn't? Right? Is there a person I wanted to walk up to and talk to? Is there a job I wanted to quit or a new job I wanted to get? Is there an opportunity that I wanted to take and I didn't? I mean, I can think of tons of things that I wanted to do and I didn't. Because the reality is I either wasn't capable, I wasn't ready, I wasn't financially in a place where I could. I wasn't emotionally in a place where I could. I was full of pride. I was full of ego. I needed to do my work. I didn't have the proper tools. I was traumatized. I could go on and on and on. On and on and on. And I wanted to. So we got to stop this because it's shaming and blaming. It's a thing we say to make ourselves feel a little bit better. It's all about the other person and their own, they don't, if they wanted to, they would, no, people have all kinds of issues, especially now. And it's like the more issues I see out here, the more traumatized people are, the less patient we are, the less compassionate we are. It's like compassion is at an all-time low. But yet, y'all want compassion. Y'all want understanding. Y'all want patience. But you don't want to give it. What sense does that make? Okay? So she said, there are still things I want to do that I haven't done yet. Precisely. That's it. There have been people that I wanted to meet. There have been opportunities that I wanted to take. Jobs, opportunities with my businesses, all kinds of things, places I wanted to go. And trust me, I had some reasons why that didn't happen. Some of those reasons are financial. Some of those reasons are just built on, okay, I don't think I'm ready. We all have had imposter syndrome at one point in time or another. We don't feel confident, right? This idea of, and again, this is not an excuse to take people's crap. This is not an excuse to let people mistreat you, use you or not show up for you. So please, please hear me well. What I tend to do with people who can't meet the needs that I have is I communicate that and I expect them to do the same. So if a man says, oh, I'd love to take you out. I'd love to take you on a date. If that date never comes, if days and weeks and months go by and that date never comes, number one, I expect him to communicate why. If he cannot do that, then I'm going to communicate, hey, what happened to that date? What happened to us going out? What's going on? It hasn't happened, and I really would love to understand why. I'm going to have a conversation. I'm going to try. And if I don't get anywhere, I'm simply going to remove myself. See, it's all love. I'm going to remove myself. I'm going to say, well, you might not be capable right now. And it could be thousands of reasons why you're not able to do it. But if you're unable to communicate that, we're not a good fit for each other. If you're unable to communicate what's going on inside of you, what's going on in your head, what's going on for you financially, emotionally, or otherwise, okay, you're not ready. And that's okay. I won't wait around. I won't sit here and not get my needs met. I'm going to excuse myself and say, you know what? I wish you the best. Good luck, Godspeed, and that's it. That's what I expect you to do. You don't need to get mad. You don't need to, well, if you wanted to, you would. No, you just say, you may not have the capacity, and that's fine. It doesn't work for me, so I'm going to go about my business. Okay, that's it. That's it. No, this is not an excuse to take someone's crap. This is not an excuse to not get your needs met by the person that you're dating or in a relationship with, a family member, a friend. No, you try to communicate with them. Hey, this is what I'm seeing. This is what, this is how it's feeling for me. This is what's going on your end. If they're not able to do that, they're not able to meet you in that place. Okay, you go about your business. You say, well, this isn't going to work out. I don't believe this is fair for me. I'm not able to get the needs I have met here. I wish you the best, and that's it. And that's it. That's how we deal with that. That's it. We're not mad. We're not sad. We're just like, you can be disappointed. I really wanted this person to step up. I really wanted this person to show up, but they can't. And that's okay. So I just wanted to come on briefly. I wanted to debunk that. I have a client coming in at 11, but I wanted to debunk that. I wanted to have a conversation, and a mature, grown conversation for grown-ups. Because if you are emotionally mature, if you are a critical thinker, you get it. And all you have to do to get it is to just ask yourself, has there ever been anything in life that I wanted to do that I didn't do? And if the answer is yes, okay. And I'm sure that's true for other people as well. There's 1,000 reasons why people are not doing what they want to do. And honestly, a lot of those reasons have to do with trauma. A lot of those reasons have to do with, woundedness. And there's a whole lot of people out here right now with that. So, all right. I hope this was helpful. Please, 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 if you're on my platform and you like it here and you want to make sure that it stays a safe place, please be respectful. Please be kind. Okay. Okay. My apologies. I got a call and I'm supposed to be on Do Not Disturb. I don't understand. Y'all, I'm still trying to work my phone. Be emotionally mature and, keep it classy. Keep it classy over here. Okay. I want my platform to remain classy, high vibe, high quality. This is the place for high quality men and women. Okay. And I'm going to start cleaning up. I've already started cleaning up my platform. I've had to go in and clean up my platform because I'm seeing some things that I'm like, no, I cannot allow that over here. It's almost like this is my business. And yes, as the signs say, we reserve the right to not serve who we want to not serve. Like we reserve the right to set the standard here. And that's what I'm going to start doing. So thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Keep the energy positive. Keep the energy positive. The world needs positive people. The world needs light. And I'm out here trying to be that light. So keep the energy high. Thank you so much. Stay cool wherever you are. And as always, stay open to love.